Hello, hello. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. You would never guess where I am. I am actually in Los Angeles. And do you
No, you're
recognize?
not in Los Angeles.
Oh, I'm not in Los Angeles. Where am I?
Vegas.
I'm in Vegas. Well, today I am in Las Vegas.
That's right.
I got it wrong before. Said I was in Los Angeles. I'm still jet lagged. I got in late last night. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are across the globe. Welcome to On the Sofa with yours truly, Esther Austin. But do you recognize this gentleman, ladies and gentlemen? No? Yes? Sideburns? So this gentleman is Lamonte Mclemore from the legendary band The Fifth Dimension. Hello.
Hello back.
Hello. Well, thank you for
Welcome to Lost Wages.
lost wages. He's a joker. Oh, Lamont, thank you so much for meeting me and connecting with me. Had the pleasure of interviewing Lamont earlier this year, and it was such a fun interview. And I thought, I've got to come to Las Vegas to meet the man himself. Actually, no, he challenged me to get to Las Wages.
That's right. I promised her a barbecue sandwich, so I still owe her that.
Oh, yeah, it's a barbecue sandwich. I've got 4 more days, right?
Yeah, right on.
So, Lamont, I always ask my guests in a nutshell, in a peanut shell, or a seaweed shell. There isn't one, but you're going to make one up. Who is Lamonte Mclemore?
What you see is what you get. That's it.
Were you a comedian?
What you see is what you get.
What you see? And what are we seeing? What are we seeing and what are we going to get?
Well, in the first place, I feel very fortunate and lucky to be sitting there with this beautiful young lady, man. You know how many guys wish they could be right here, taking my place right now.
He's a comedian.
So, anyways, no, welcome to Las Vegas, really. So, and I think you're gonna have a great time. It's your first time here, so welcome back. You have a home here, so you always got a pit stop and a barbecue sandwich waiting for you when you do come. So,
Right, I've got to make sure that barbecue sandwich happens before I leave. You said it 3 times on
yeah,
camera.
right. Bring it if it's frozen. I can.
So Lamont, you were, and I'll just go back a little bit, you were the lead in the band The Fifth Dimension. Now for me that was a very spiritual band with some real key spiritual messages back in the day. How relevant do you think your messages then are now?
Well, I'm hoping it still be going on. We've done a lot of good with the Fifth Dimension all over the world, man. Even saved some lives. And this is in my autobiography. You can read that, But no, the world is changing, and people say it's getting worse in the world. But I think we can help to make it better, because, like I said, there is a weapon of mass destruction, but it's easy to find. Just look in the mirror because it's us, mankind.
Wow. And you've actually got some new material out about, it's called Ceasefire, is that correct?
Right.
Can you share a bit more about that?
Well, I wrote Ceasefire for Michael Jackson, then he died. And people say, well, where's that song, man? It's too important just to put it up on the shelf. So I went and got it again and got a producer to make another song. And I said, well, just get somebody to sing it, and then I get a major artist to do it. But the guy sounds so much like Michael Jackson, I said, no, we just use him. But the song it's so powerful, man. I took all atrocities all over the world and put it to Ceasefire. And it's going to go viral. And like I was telling you, from the Million Man's March and the Million Woman's March, they're going to take this song to a Billion People's Peace March all over the world. So
Fantastic.
I'm looking forward to that, man. So,
and you wrote that song yourself,
right,
and
right.
You put the music together as well? Everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
A guy named Julio Hansen is singing it, and Lloyd Talbot did the arrangement and the music.
And for you, other than looking at the man in the mirror, I mean, sometimes if you look at the man in the mirror, we don't recognize the man in the mirror. Then even if we do recognize, oftentimes we don't know what to do about him or with him. What's your suggestions around that, Lamont?
Go a little deeper than the mirror. It's all inside, so it's not just in that mirror. So take that mirror and do something with it, So my grandmother always taught me, so when you grow up, do something for mankind, don't just be a statistic. So that's what I've been trying to do from the Fifth Dimension, the Ceasefire. And people say, well, Ceasefire, how are you going to make money? I said, I'm not after money. All I want to do is save one life. I'm happy.
And how does it make you feel when you actually see what humanity, man's inhumanity to man? What does that make you feel like?
Oh man, it's kind of sad because we only on this earth for to help each other, you know. And like I was telling you, gonna look down on somebody, look down there to help them up. You know, and take that
Brilliant.
to the bank.
Take that to the bank. He's a man of many words, as you've noticed. And also on Sunday, we're going to be seeing an old friend of yours and someone who I've made the acquaintance and had the privilege of interviewing over the past few months, little Anthony, and also is Eddie Levert. There's so many old school artists that you're still in connection with. What do you feel has been the thread that's kept you all together after all this time?
Well, my mother, who is 104 years old, and they asked her what was her sense of longevity, how come, what was her secret? She said, just keep breathing. So,
She's a
keep
joker.
breathing. And the same with this, man, but in entertainment, all you have to do is just be out there, but don't never sit back on your laurels, like the Fifth Dimension and Little Anthony and Sonny Turner and all. I mean, they still performing and giving you their all, not just out, to make money and all. These kids are kids, because to me, we've been around so long, but they are fantastic. If you ever get a chance to see them, especially Little Anthony and Sonny Turner and all of those, they really give you everything they got. And the Fifth Dimension is still together, and they're still getting standing ovations, and they really put on a dynamite shows too. So I had to stop the Fifth Dimension. I gave it up because I had major back surgery. Otherwise, I'd still be out there too. I miss it a lot, but the doctor said, hey, at this age, you want to live your life and spend a little money that you got and have fun. That made sense to me, So I learned how to do nothing well. People ask me, say, what do you do in your retirement? I said, well, from Monday through Friday, I don't do nothing. And Saturday and Sunday, I rest. I do a lot of resting. I still play softball 100 games a year, and so I stay very active and all. So maybe you get a chance to come to a game sometime.
Okay, I will do. And in winding down, Lamont, what piece of advice could you share with someone who wants to step out of their comfort zone, who wants to do something but they're still lacking in confidence? What do you feel would make them make that step, and just live?
You know what? I'm tell you this little story too. When I was real little, we were very, very poor. Had a number 2 tub on the back porch, an outdoor toilet and all. And we didn't have a chance to do nothing, So I always had these travel magazines I showed to my grandmother. Look here, Paris and London and everywhere. Man, I wish I could go to all these places. I know I never have a chance. She said, you know what? Stand up. So I stood up. She said, now take a step. I took a step. I said, now what? She said, now you one step closer.
Wow.
I never stopped stepping. This is my second step right here.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lamont Mclemore from the Fifth Dimension, with just a tidbit to encourage you and inspire you to keep moving forward, to keep going, and to keep laughing and find the humor in life.
Yep. If I don't have any humor, you can cover me on up, because my whole life is about laughing and make. Another thing my grandmother said: if you want to see heaven, make somebody smile.
Brilliant.
So I even have a joke book out now, because I used to write jokes for Richard Pryor and Red Fox and all. People say, well, when are you gonna put out your joke book? So I found my notes not long ago, and I put out my own joke book, man. And it's called Everybody Loves a Good Dirty Joke. But I'm saying, if you're easily offended, please do not purchase this book, because it's talking about everybody, including you and your mama. Say your mama is so dumb, she put a quarter in each ear and thought she was listening to 50 cents. Don't pay me no attention. I'm only serious.
You're making my hand shake.
Oh, great.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time in this wobbly video, but I hope that you've got something from this. And love is attitude. You just gotta laugh, you gotta smile. So we're gonna shake it all out.
All right.
All right, take care.
You're a great interviewer too, so keep it up, girl.
Thank you. written by Lamont, and it's called If I Could Fly.
Julio Hansen is singing.
And who's singing this?
Julio Hansen.
Julio Hansen. And what is the message about If I Could Fly?
You could fly, you could go everywhere in the world and not worry about nothing, just
Be free.
kick your heels up and go.
We can do that on some level though, can't we? Yeah.
Into a rainbow, and heaven is not so far. If I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly, if I could fly.
When are the other days that you play softball?
Play softball every Monday and Friday. No, Tuesdays and Fridays. 50 years old and older. Those old guys can really play, man.
And then for the rest of the week, what's your schedule like?
Every Monday and every Wednesday we play poker with the guys all day, all night. But there's no real money. If you win $20, you done stole something. And the rest of the people ask me, well, you retired now. What do you do in your retirement? I said, from Monday through Friday, I don't do nothing. Saturday and Sunday, I rest. Innovations and all, you know.
So that's the rest of the band.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're still doing it, man.
Oh, brilliant. But do you know if they have any thoughts about coming to London?
I'm sure if you invite them, they'd come.
Okay.
Find a gig for them, they'll be there.
Okay. Well, you know, everything is possible. I'm going to look into that for you.
Oh,
Brilliant.
Yeah, they would love it. We played London a lot. We played with Frank Sinatra. We went to London, played for the Queen. What's the name? Something Hall, some big name over there. Prince Albert Hall.
Okay.
And we opened for Sinatra there. We were the only group that he ever took on the road. So, and he loved the Fifth Dimension. So we did 2 of his retirement parties. And every time he'd come back stronger. And now he really loved the group.
Lamont, you were saying about this area that we're coming through now?
This area, I used to ride across this area on horseback shooting rattlesnakes. And Dale Webb cleaned it up, and now it's like the Beverly Hills of Las Vegas. I mean, really cleaned it up good.
Oh, wow, look at this.
You can see the strip from here and everything.
And is this part of the golf club?
Anthem Country Club.
Anthem Country Club, okay.
I'm taking you to the ghetto.
I'm in the ghetto, peeps.
Once upon a time there was a tavern where we used to raise a glass or two. Remember how we'd laugh away the hours and dream of all the great things we would do.